Hello everyone out there in internet land watching this video. I'm Luis Ortiz and this is my Meet the Teacher video. Hey! It's so nice to virtually meet you guys. I want to keep this as short and sweet as possible and also give you all the information I feel like you're going to need. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, just a little bit about myself. As I mentioned before, my name is Mr. Ortiz. I was born and raised here in Fort Worth, Texas. I graduated from TCU in 2012 with my Bachelor's of Science degree in broadcast journalism. So my dream was to interview celebrities, be on the red carpet, Hollywood, all that good stuff. But I realized that, my passion was for kids. So now I'm here at Mitchell getting ready to teach your little superstars in first grade. And these are just some of my favorite things to do. There's like a whole bunch, but I'll give you my top three. My first one is hanging out with my friends and family. They are my world. This is a picture of me and my family at our 2019 New Year's Eve party. Who would have known that Rona would be taking over the world in 2020? But here we are. This right here is my best friend, and if I'm not with my family, I'm most likely with her, and as you can tell, we're both big Britney fans. I also love traveling, love meeting new people, love visiting new places. I was very fortunate enough to visit Paris and London 2019 BC before Corona. That's me in front of Buckingham Palace there. So until Rona decides to leave the building, I will be here in Fort Worth. I don't plan on going anywhere. And one last little tidbit about myself is that I love dancing and I love music. If it has a good beat, I don't care what genre it is, I will be moving to it. This right here is a little picture of me, my brother, and our sister at her quinceañera dancing on stage. So that was a very fun and exciting moment. Now for the good stuff. You know what resources are we going to be using this year? So first and foremost, guys, if you need a Chromebook and you don't have one yet, come up to Mitchell and get one so that way we can do this whole virtual learning thing. Some virtual resources that we will be using this year is Google Sites. That's the first important one. That's where I will have my own Google Sites, and it will be linked under the Mitchell page under my teacher information. So right here, my Google Sites is where I will post everything that you as a parent will need to know. I will have a calendar with assignment due dates, important school events, just anything that as a parent you would need to know, you can find on my Google Sites. Second one, Google Classroom. So this is where I will post lessons, slides, activities, things that the students need to do. I will link the Google Classrooms on my Google Sites page, so you can access Google Classrooms that way. Also, if you find out that Google Classrooms isn't as user-friendly for you as you thought it would be, any assignments and lessons that I post here, I will also post on my Google Sites, so you can find them in both places. And if you have any trouble at all, shoot me an email, call me, text me. I will guide you through it so that way you can find what you need. And the last virtual resource that we'll be using is Zoom. So I'll be using Zoom to meet one-on-one with your student, or meet or teach live lessons with a small group, and just to reinforce any lessons that we'll be going over, all right? So these three are very important. Now back to the communication. So there'll be 4 ways that you guys can communicate with me and me with you. The first one being my Google Sites. As I mentioned before, this is going to be the central hub where all my information will be. This is where you can find important documents, assignments, due dates, all that jazz will be right here in my Google Sites. On my Google Sites, you'll find my email, so feel free to email me with any questions that you may have, concerns, what have you. Don't be shy, just shoot me an email. And if you're more of a caller or a texter, my phone number will be on my Google Sites, so you can reach me this method. I will be also communicating with you guys via Class Dojo. I know some of you might be familiar with it, but just know that these 4 avenues will be ways that we'll be communicating with each other. So one way or another, you'll be hearing from me, all right? And just some last little reminders, guys. Remember, the first day of school is September 8th. So no school Monday, September 7th, but Tuesday, let's be ready for our first day of school and virtual learning. And parent guardian support. As a teacher, I just want you to know that I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible for you. I just ask that we work, as a team just to ensure that our students are doing the work that they need to do and attending the live lessons and sessions on Zoom, all right? So we can be a team and work that way. And last but not least, royalty. I want your students, and even you, parent and guardian watching this video, to never forget that you are royalty and you should be treated as such. I want my students to know that they are important, so I will be calling them kings and queens because they need to know that they matter. And as you can tell back here, I got my little crown. I'll also have our students put on their virtual crowns so that they know that they are very important to me. If you have any questions or anything, like I said, my information is on my Google Sites. I cannot wait to meet you guys and start working with you, and we are going to have a good year, all right? Bye, guys. I hope to see y'all soon.